What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Team Solemn Circus combo video. Today we're showing off Superheavy Samurai. This was a little bit requested, so I'll be doing that. This is going to be a few combos. We're not going to do any test hands because test hands are practically going to be always the same. And I'll show you like the basic combos. I think we're going to show off 4 combos here. There's definitely a lot other places you can check out. You can check out the spreadsheet. DB Grinder has some. Really anywhere on YouTube you find some Superheavy Samurai combos, but I'll be showing off the very standard one. The standard is pretty much any of these 4 and a discard. We're going to be using this Ghost Drift token for the discards. So any one of these equals the exact same combo plus a discard. The standard ones everyone shows off with bike. So you guys will see. I can explain it real quick. So the standard line is, let's just say, any one of these. So this, you can activate the effect. We'll start off with Wakashi. Activate the effect, putting the scale, summon itself out. Then you're going to activate the effect of the Benki to search for Soul Piercer. You're going to normal summon with the Soul Piercer. Link away into the Scareclaw. Soul Piercer effect is going to activate here. Searching you for the, actually, this searches for your motorbike. Then you're going to activate motorbike here, discarding to search for the Peacemaker. Here you activate the effect, discarding the Scarecrow, summoning out this, and then you get to synchro summon into Excel, wherever Excel's at, and you're off to the races. Then you have the combo of a normal summon wagon, activate effect, or returns to defense, activate the effect, search, equip, link into this, and then we're going to be seeing this effect's going to activate. You're going to search for the motorbike, and then motorbike's going to discard itself. You're going to search for Prodigy. You're going to activate Prodigy. Prodigy's going to special itself out, placing the Benki. You're going to activate the big Benki effect, searching for this. You're going to activate the Scareclaw, send this to summon back out the Piercer, and then you can link away into the Excel and continue your combo. Once again, this is why these are all your starters. You have 15, well, I guess you have 14 essential starters in your deck. These all do the exact same thing. We're going to be showing you off the bike line. So here we're going to activate the bike. It's bike and 1 discard. This is a standard combo. You're going to activate bike. It's going to be sent to graveyard. And that's going to be searching you for the Wakashi. Here you're going to activate the Wakashi. This is engrave. Then you're going to activate the effect, summoning itself out, and placing the Big Benki onto the field. This is your discard. Here you're going to activate the Big Benki effect. It's going to search you for the Soul Piercer. Then you're going to normal summon out Soul Piercer, link into the, whatever his name is, Scarecrow here. Then Piercer effect is going to activate. It's going to search you out for the Peacemaker. Here you're going to activate the effect, sending your card to the graveyard to summon back out the Soul Peacemaker, or Piercer I should say. And then you're going to be synchro summoning those away into your Excel. Here you're going to have 3 chain links. This is going to go back to your extra deck. You're going to have chain link 1, chain link 2 to search, and then chain link 3 to scale. So here we're going to be scaling the Wakashi. We're going to be searching for the Spy here, and Excel is going to be summoning back out the bike. Here you're going to be able to synchro summon into our friend Baron Flare. And here you have a few options. Well, not really. You have to activate Piercer, and you're going to be tributing itself with this to summon out the Scales. Scales effect is going to activate to summon out the Piercer. As you guys can see, this is why this card is absolutely insane. I can see this card going to 1, to be honest, giving that the Ben 10 treatment. We're going to be linking both of these away for your Ancient Gearbox. You're going to have 1 chain link 2, chain link 1, chain link 2 here, searching for the box as well as the Prodigy. You could also search for bike. You essentially just need a tuner. I prefer the Wakashi because you don't have to activate, and you don't have to activate the effect of the bike to up its level, as well as this is going to be put itself in the extra deck, so you can use it when you pendulum summon the next turn, as well as you want to keep as many bikes in deck as possible. Then Ancient Gearbox effect is going to activate, searching us for the Tunneler here. Then we can special summon out the Stealthy or the Spy. I don't know why they changed its name. We're going to be linking two into the Quillfort Genius. Then you're going to be able to pendulum summon here. So we're going to pendulum summon out the Tunneler, the Wakashi, and the Bike. And then we're going to activate the Quillfort Genius effect, searching for the Therion King Regulus. Here you link these 4 away for a good old Apapalooza with 3. And then here you can activate the effect of Regulus, targeting the Soul Piercer to summon itself out. In the fire column, we want to play around Anima Zones as much as possible. Then you're going to activate the Baron effect, popping this, and then this effect is going to activate, searching you for the extender, which is the Booster. Booster effect is going to activate, target, and summon itself out. Then you can Synchro Summon into our friend Warlord Savage Dragon in the middle column, and then you're going to activate the effect. What I'll be putting in the extra monster zone here. You're going to activate the effect of Warlord Savage, being able to equip the Ballista here. And then you can activate the effect of Tunneler, banishing itself. And then you can put back Box, Ballista, anything really that you want. And then the Booster here. So you're returning all these. Some people might not keep the box in the graveyard. Like I prefer being able to search off a box. Another combo you can do is you can also go for Omega instead. And then you can actually put back the Tunneler and get it for next turn, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, then you get a +2, which is going to be a Snow Rabbit and a Gamma. But yeah, essentially you get a +2, and you have 3 negates, an Omni, a second Omni, and a third Omni. And that was all off of a 1.5 card combo. And your scale set as well, so you can pretty much continue however you'd like. That's it for the first combo. Now moving on to combo number 2. Okay, we fixed the camera a little bit. This is going to be combo number 2. You know, the same thing as I said before. Bike can be Prodigy, Wagon, or Soul Piercer. Any replacements, they all do the same. But we're going to be using Bike for facilitations. So we're going to activate the Bike. It's still required when discarded. We're going to activate Bike here. We're going to be searching for the Prodigy. We're going to activate Prodigy effect. We're going to activate the effect, placing the scale and summoning itself out. We're going to activate the Big Benki here to search for the Soul Piercer. Then we're going to normal summon, and then we're going to be linking away this for the Scarecrow, activating the effect of the Piercer, searching for the Peacemaker. Here we're going to activate the effect of the Scarecrow, sending our blank to the graveyard to reborn out the Soul Piercer, tuner and non-tuner. This is, as you guys can see, very repetitive. And so here we're going to be putting this back in the extra monster zone. And we get to activate 3 chain links again. 1, 2, 3. This is obviously going to target our motorbike. We're going to be placing it to the scale. And then we're going to be searching for Stealthy and summoning back out the bike. Then we Synchro Summon once again into Baron de Fleur. Here we're going to be activating the Peacemaker, targeting the Scarecrow, activating the effect, summoning out, you've guessed it, Scales effect, summoning back out the Soul Piercer. And then here we're going to be linking once again into the Ballista. As you guys can see, the combo is very well known. If you have Ancient Gearbox in hand already, there's different lines you can do, but there's just all different sorts of stuff. This is just very standard, you know. There is different lines of play we could show you as well if you guys want to see the more in-depth and just test hands not related to combos. But we're going to be seeing Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. I got to keep that on camera. Searching for this, and then this is going to search for the Wakashi. You could search for Bike. Once again, you just need a tuner. I prefer keeping my bikes in deck. And then you're going to see the box effect, going to search for the Tunneler here. Special summon out the Stealthy, I think summoned away into Quillfort Genius. And here we're going to be pendulum summoning. You know, there is other lines where if you have other monsters, you pendulum summon them as well. We're going to activate the Quillfort Genius here, searching for the Spell Canceller instead. This is a Spell Canceller lineup. Very, very good against Purely. Here we can activate the effect. We're going to be linking all of these off. You could go for all 3 if you wanted to. You could also keep this in hand but have a Bike instead, so you could search for the follow-up, but ultimately up to you. If you have any other monsters, you can also go for a bigger line as well. We're going to be using those 3 to go into the Scary Skill Dread. Scary is going to be able to summon out the spell canceller, and then here we're going to be able to activate the effect. Going to be boosting it up by 300, so it's going to be at 21. If you have any other monsters you could have summoned, you could have been able to extend more. You can also search for Bike, keep Bike in the hand as well for follow-up, but this is just a combo showing you. You could also have linked away and then drew 4 cards. Gamma, Driver, nice, Wagon, and Ash, and then you could put back a bunch. There's lots of options that you can do. It's just simply for showing you off the spell canceller combo. Summon itself out. Very, very easy. Now for combo video number 3. Now this is the 3rd combo. This is how to play around Droll. So you need 3 cards and then any other Superheavy Samurai. So any one of these. You can do it as well with the other ones, but this is just more optimal. And you'll normally have at least one of these. So this time we're going to be considering that you have Stealthy, let's say, in hand. Let's go with that. So this is how you play around Droll, if you think they have Droll. So you're going to normal summon out the Soul Piercer. Here we're going to be linking away into our friend Scarecrow. No effect here of the Piercer. You're going to activate the effect, sending your blank card, and that's going to be reborning out the Piercer here. Then you're going to activate the Soul Pierce Maker, targeting the Scarecrow, activating the effect, blowing itself up, summoning out, and this is going to be a little bit weird, summoning out the Wakashi. So here you're going to be synchro summoning away into our good old friend Borrowload Savage, and you're going to be able to activate the effects here. You're going to do a Chainlink 1, targeting the Scarecrow, Chainlink 2, Soul Piercer to add Chainlink 3, Wakashi. So you're going to be able to attach. Oh, this is going to summon itself out, and then here you're going to be searching for your Bike. So on resolution, they can go activate the effect of Droll and Lockbird, and you can negate if you'd like, but this is not in the pendulum zone, by the way. Make sure you don't put it in your pendulum zone. Here we're going to activate the effect of Wakashi, activating it to summon itself and placing the Big Bang Key onto the zone. Then we're going to activate the Big Bang Key effect, searching for the booster. Here we have a few options. We can activate the Bike here, searching for the Wakashi, and then we can summon out the Spy, attach, summon out, and we can link these 2 away into the Ballista. Yeah, we kind of screwed up. This should be in the middle column here. That's what I was supposed to do. We're going to activate the effect of Ballista here, searching for the box as well as the tunneler. Or box is going to activate its effect, searching out for the tunneler here. And here we can go link these 2 away into the Genius, and we can place this scale here, which is the good part. We're looking at our graveyard, and we can perform a pendulum summon using this, and this. And so you're going to activate the Genius effect, being able to search here for our good old friend Regulus. And then you could make a few lines of play here. You could go into link these or synchro these 2 off. Going into the Excel effect can target the Bike, bring itself back. And then you could make a Barone. Or you could also link these 2 away. This is my personal favorite for the Lambda. And then synchro summoning these away for a Omega. Activating the effect here, targeting your Piercer for follow-up. And then you can activate the effect here of the Tunneler, banishing itself by putting back, that's 4. Putting back these 5 here to draw 2. So you're going to draw 2 blanks. And if, let's say, you drew into a Gamma, you could then, let's say, yeah, so you drew 2 blanks. If you did not draw into Gamma, you can activate the Omega here, banishing itself, banishing 1 card, and then during the end phase, Lambda will search for your Gamma. Or if you did draw a Gamma off of that tunneler, you would leave the Omega, so you would not activate the effect. Then during your opponent's standby phase, you will be able to put back the tunneler for follow-up, and then you can activate the Omega and get the Gamma as well, because you already have Gamma in hand, so you don't need 2 Gammas. This is essentially, you know, how to play around Droll. There's some other lines as well if you want to play other of the soul cards. I think they're more so bricks, but yeah, Piercer is kind of underrated. This card lets you play through Droll, essentially. Now for one last combo. Here I'm going to show you guys how to, if you get hit by Ash on the Soul Piercer, what you can do. This is not just about if you get hit on the Soul Piercer. You can also use it if you have a Wagon as well. Just a lot less. Normally you don't have 2 cards in hand as well. It's important to note. After this, we're going to be going over how easy it is going second to make something like a Zeus line. So this is going to be the last going first combo. We're going to normal summoning out the Soul Piercer here, linking away for the Scarecrow, activating the effect. Let's say we get Ash Blossoms. That's all right. We can activate the Scarecrow effect, summoning it out, and this is going to be in this zone here. Summoning out the Piercer by discarding, and then we're going to be linking away for a Scarecrow. We're going to activate the Soul Piercer effect here, searching for a bike. We want a level 2 in rotation. If we got hit by Droll, it really sucks. So we're going to activate the motorbike here, and that's going to search us for the Wakashi. Then we can activate the Wakashi in their pendulum zone, activate the effect, and that's going to set us up the Big Benki. Activate Big Benki effect, searching for the Piercer. This is why I think this card is at least a mandatory 2 of, if not 3. I saw a lot of lists playing it at 1, but this card lets you play through so many hand traps, as well as, like, if you could search for anything else here, you could search for another Soul Piercer, you could search for so much. If you had this in hand as well, it changes the combo line completely, because you can just go, when you normal summon this, it gets ashed, you can just activate the effect, or you just activate the effect, discard, summon this out, activate the Scarecrow, target this, blow it up. There's so many other lines you can just do with it, so it's important to note. We're going to activate the Soul Piercer, target, activate the effect, blow it up. The one in the pendulum zone, because this zone is just pretty much going to be dead for us now. And then you're going to be summoning out the Scales. Scales effect's going to activate here, summoning back out the Piercer, and then you're going to be link summoning away into our friend Ancient Gearbox. You're going to activate Ancient Gearbox, or Ancient Gear Ballista, and then Soul Piercer as number 2. Searching us for the box as well as the Wakashi here. Here we're going to activate the box effect, searching for the Tunneler, and then we can link these both away, putting that in the extra monster zone for our good friend Cool Fort Genius. You guys know most of these combos are pretty much identical when it comes to this stuff. We're going to activate the Wakashi here, and then we're going to be pendulum summoning. We have this in the extra monster zone, so we can do that. And then we're going to be able to activate the effect of Cool Fort Genius, searching us for a Regulus. So now that we have Regulus as well as the other stuff here, we can link away these two, or synchro summon I should say, into our copy of Excel effect, which is why Bike is important. Summoning back Bike, synchroing these away for a Baron de Fleur, playing around the anima zones once again. Here we can activate the Regulus effect, summoning itself out by equipping the Soul Piercer, activating the effect of Baron, popping this, activating the effect of the Piercer once again, searching for the Stealthy. Here we can special summon out the Stealthy, and we can link 4 away into our good old Apapalooza. So we have this as well in graveyard we can banish. We're going to banish it, or we're going to be banishing the Tunneler here to put back Scales, Soul Piercer, the Scarecrow, because we only have 0 in extra deck right now because we had to use both of them. And then I would probably go for a Peacemaker myself. Putting all these back. Actually, I wouldn't go for Ballista. I'd leave Ballista in grave. I'd go for this. Putting back all these. And then you get a draw 2 here. So you have follow-up, and that was only off of 2 cards and getting hit with Ash, which is one of the hand traps that you'll probably see a lot around this format because branded is still a big thing. Now showing you how easy it is to go for a Zeus line. So I know I said at the start of the video I would not be showcasing off a going second, or I'd not be showing off any test hands. I figured the best way to show off a going second combo would be to show you your test hands, because you'll be able to like see if you have any hand traps as well. But this deck is full of hand traps, so we're just going to give it some cuts, and we're going to be drawing. So we see a Regulus, a Gamma, a Wagon, and a Ghost Ogre. So this is a pretty good, this doesn't seem very great for a lot of people, but this is pretty good because we have, well, we have more than one Gamma as well, so we can stop the stuff, which is like, this is going to be a great discard. So we can pretty much consider this a blank. We have a hand trap and then a starter, as well as a Regulus, which is a great card, which is why I think we should be played at 2. So let's say you end up using both your hand traps. Let's say you're not a lot of decks can play through 2 hand traps. So now you have your level 2, you have stuff in graveyard, and you have your driver banished. We're going to draw for turn, we draw a box. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but it is okay, because we can just go normal summon out Wagon. Activate the effect, it's going to turn itself to defense position. Activate the effect once again, turning itself to attack, and it's going to be able to search. We're going to be searching for the Piercer here. Then we can link away into our Scarecrow. Oh, actually, we'd equip this first. Then we'd link away into the Scarecrow. And we're going to be able to activate the Piercer effect here. Piercer effect is going to be able to search us for our copy of the Wakashi. Another option that we had here was to not activate the Soul Piercer effect if we did not want to. Just try to play around stuff like Droll. But at that point, it really just, like, what's going to happen is what's going to happen. Here, we're going to activate the Wakashi. We don't need to search for the bike because we essentially, like, it's like we get Drolled here. There's not much we can do. But good thing is we get Droll in the Wagon anyways. But we're not searching for bikes, so they're not going to really hit us with that. We're going to be scaling this, summoning it out, and then Big Banky's going to be on the field here. Then we can activate the effect, discarding our level 2 here, summon back out. And we can go for Excel, or we could also go Regulus effect target, which is kind of not very great, but it is right now, you know, still good when we have 1 card left in hand. Then you can just Synchro Summon away, which is going to be putting back into the zone here. Excel is going to bring back the Gamma, and then you're going to be able to go into your Baron de Fleur. So here we have, oh, I forgot about the adding of the Big Banky effect. It's going to add also this, by the way. I forgot to mention that when you have this on the field. You're going to activate the Big Banky, searching for the Soul Piercer. I don't know how I forgot that. So here we have the Baron, and then we have these 2 in hand. So here you can activate the Peacemaker targeting, activate the effect, blowing up. This is where they should ask you, but you have 2 negates on the field, so they're not going to. And then you're going to go for Scales. Scales effect is going to activate here, which is going to reborn your Soul Piercer. So what's super interesting here is how easy it is to OTK. So, or not OTK, but I mean, you could potentially OTK, but you also have other stuff you can do as well. You could overlay here for Merrymaker and then overlay for a Stargate. If you didn't have Stargate, you can activate the effect here, searching. This is for follow-up. Regulus is also crazy because it can equip to itself, and that's essentially 2 negates for follow-up as well, if you have to discard and stuff like that. And you have a format Zeus here, so you could go battle phase, attack. Another option, you could go into Giant X and then activate the effect, search for, let's say, Stealthy here. This is also in the scale. I don't know why it's not there. You could search for, essentially you could go for, well, you can't go for that, but you can go for a Stealthy. and then you could summon itself out. And let's say they stop like your battle phase or whatever, you can just link away. Just you get lots of pluses here as well. And you have a pendulum summon too. So if you really wanted to, you could also just, instead of search for that, you could search for a bike. Then you can special summon out both of them. Activate the effect, up the bike's level. And then you could go into an XYZ, or you could also synchro summon away into the Savage. Savage effect's going to equip the wagon. And you have your Barone pop. You can go into this, and if it does survive, you can go into a Zeus. There's just so many lines you could play as well. It's just super easy. Scale, well, really not just scales, but Pierce Maker here is one of the best combo lines, because even if you get Drolled and you have this in hand already, you can activate the effect, summon out these scales. Scales are able to reborn any essentially card from your graveyard, level 4, and then you can also make a Booska. It's not great, but it does let you play around, or it does let you play around Droll compared to just folding and not being able to do anything. If you get hit with it unexpectedly thinking that they don't have it. But yeah, I definitely think that important parts of the deck is Regulus at 2 or potentially even 3, and then Peacemaker at 2 or 3. I think, 1 is definitely fine, but it just definitely, it's a crazy card. Opening it is not bad at all. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, as well as subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And don't forget to stay safe. Peace.